And this microphone should be working now.
Yeah.
We're on. Yes, well, we're not quite there at 12 o'clock yet. But, a couple of minutes to go. Night. A beautiful night at the Scarborough Boat Harbour. Up she goes. All so beautiful. Oh yes. Perfect. Yes, it's a perfect setup. The surroundings are just right. A beautiful night. Lovely sea breeze. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So many people. I'm sure everybody's happy. Well, there we are. We're in another century, Mum. We're in a new century.
We are. Exciting.
That'll blow away the evil spirits.
Say where we are.
Yes, right at Scarborough Boat Harbour. Right at the harbour by the air sea rescue and the Scarborough boat ramp. And to our right, all the lovely yachts and we're all kids at heart. We all like to see a fireworks display, don't we? We've had a lovely night. Partied on early with Tony and her friends, and then went along and saw Bob and her friends, and then Mum and I come down here to Scarborough, and Tony's down here somewhere, but you never find her.
And then we're going to see the sunrise.
Yes. There's no set design in the fireworks, it's just a light up and
Yeah.
big rockets and up they go, bang, 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 and pretty colours. And a perfect night for it. It's a black night, the moon is not here with us, it's a very clear sky, but a moonless night. Perfect for this sort of business.
Everybody over at Thurek Park would get a great view of this too.
Oh yes, well, all the way around Thurek Park. Yep. And where they're letting the crackers off there, that's all reclaimed land to make this mariner.
Yep.
And we will, where we are here at the boat ramp, it goes to the boat ramp, then there's the air sea rescue, and there's odds and sods of boat brokers and whoever they are and whatever they do. Moreton Bay, the combi trader right by the side here, it's got people standing up on top using it as a vantage point. I suppose because it's running 24 hours a day, I suppose having a little rest while it takes on its, I can see them loading on it to go over to Moreton. It's just going non-stop all the way over the Christmas period. You've got to book on months ahead, of course. And then that goes round to to Morgan's, and of course Morgan's and the Moreton Bay Boat Club, they front that Thurrock Park where all these people are. Would it be hard to estimate? But most people. Oh yes, there he is. Oh yes, oh he's a big bunger, Mum. And most people on the peninsula head this way. It's just a great spot. It's been well advertised, and oh yes, so bang on with the music and on with the partying again. We are going to film the new sunset, our first, or should I say sunrise, the first sunrise of the century in the morning. We shall be there. Well, what a difference a few hours makes from just a beautiful, balmy night, not a cloud in the sky. A few hours, here it is 4:30 in the morning, and there's just a whisk of light in the sky, and it's turned into a bleak looking morning with the threat of early morning showers. We're sitting here on the boat ramp at Queen's Beach, and a fresh southeast breeze, possibly 20 knots. Coming up to the high tide, I'd say around about 6 o'clock this morning, and there'd be no way in the world you could launch a boat from here this morning, because even on the best day it's quite a treacherous little boat ramp. Oh, haven't you started yet? Whoops. Anyhow, yes, it's a treacherous little boat ramp here. We put our boats in to catch winter whiting, and well, of course that's winter time with the breeze behind us and hardly a ripple on the boat ramp. So beautiful. But this is summertime, right in the middle of it. The 1st of the 1st, 2000. It's quite a unique time of our lives, isn't it? The start of a new century. And let's hope everybody's future is going to be a little bit brighter than what the dawning of the morn looks like. But really, still, it is still beautiful. It is still beautiful to see.
Okay.
When you start, just say,
Yeah, I'm on.
You on?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here we go. Just 6:10, and it's just a little tiny bit past advertised starting time for dawning. And it is a grey day. Quite a few people wandering up and down, and I'm pleased I haven't got the hangovers that some of them are going to have. One little girl walking past looked like with Mum and Dad, and she was really hanging on to them. But they've had a great night, and good on them, young people, and this is going to happen once in a lifetime. The 1st of the 1st, 2000. Yeah, Marg, here's your son over here, and here's the peep we've been looking for. Marg's been up all night. She hasn't had a moment's sleep yet. She's taking in every second of it. We're hoping for a little bit of thin sky where that sun's coming up, so we can. But we will. It'll come. And here we are. See the outline of the sun there, Marg? But it's no. But we'll get a little bit of colour yet. She will be rewarded. It was her idea to come down here. Oh, there it is. And get the sunrise on this unique occasion. The clouds racing across the sky here. We'll get a shower today. We've just passed the wettest season, I forget in how many years, but 30 odd years. We had a record rainfall this year. We've got to have rain, so the countryside looks pretty good. Oh yes. You stand and watch the sunrise, which I've done many times while I've been out fishing, and the sky changes every second. Some mornings just unbelievable. This one, colour, yes, colour changes. And looking across, straight down the boat ramp, across the water, hour and 3/4 away in the Combi Trader, our beloved Moreton Island. Very misty and mystical, yes, in the morning's mist. And the cloud above us here, straight above the boat ramp, Marg, is whisking across. There's no doubt about it. We really sleep so many of our hours away when nature is just passing us by. And it's so beautiful. And the colour changing in the sky all the time. It is going to be a warm day today, forecast. We're forecast 29 degrees. Got to 32 yesterday, which... Yes. Well, no, probably don't need it. You know, we're still in shorts. Oh, well, I'm in shorts. Marg hasn't changed from the gear she was in last night. We had a wonderful time, had a wonderful end of the year, had a great night. In the distance, two big boats about to enter the Brisbane River.
I've got a stairway to the sun here.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit of gloss on the water. Yeah. Yes, we're not getting the ultimate out of that sunrise, but there it is, and we're not complaining. The other morning, and you know, for the last week, the sunrise has had no cloud at all, and it was just bland on the horizon coming up. But really, it is a beautiful morning, and we.
Up here where I'm looking right
Yeah, she's whizzing across. There goes that little plane. He's out looking at the sunrise this morning, turning over the water. He can probably see us down here saying, have a look at those silly buggers. But he had to get up early to be up there and do what he's doing. Most likely a tourist operator. Of course. Yes. And the sound is lovely. Nearly on the high tide, and just bashing on these rocks down below us here. I frequent this particular spot practically every day of my life. Just live up the road, 4 minutes walking distance away. And just love this boat ramp. I love all boat ramps, come to think of it. I've got a thing about boat ramps. Yeah, blue sky up there. A bit of black sky to the back of us. Yes, there's 3 boats, Mark. One just come over the horizon there, so there's 3 big boats going into the river. I wonder if they were affected or thought about the millennium bug. But anyhow, life goes on. Up to this point, we've heard of no strange happenings with the...
Yeah, there was a siren and a nuclear plant in some country in Europe. But there was nothing wrong. It was just the siren that malfunctioned. And they fixed it up and it was right.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing they'd had.
But we all agreed that we didn't want to push our luck too far and decide to fly from here to wherever. at 12 o'clock last night. What one would term pushing the hand of fate. But anyhow, there we are. We're all safe and sound on a beautiful morning.
You just want to walk over there and I'll video you and I'll get you to do the same.
All right. Here we go. So this is us. We've done it plenty of times. The roving reporter. And here, as I say, on my beloved Queens Beach boat ramp. Looking forward to a wonderful year. Marg and I have been very happy. And let's hope the happiness and health continues and gets better even. So all good luck to everybody.
No, it's still a bit cool. You've got the eyepiece. Look what you're doing with the eyepiece. No, the eyepiece. Right. Okay? Well, it's my turn with the mic. I'm really happy to be here on the 1st of the 1st year 2000. I can remember, a long time ago. Wonder if I'll still be here. I worked out then that I'd be 66 and I worked it out right. So I'm well and truly here. We had a great night. And even though it's going to be raining, it's going to be a good day. We're going to Kuana.
Well, we've changed venues. We've moved up to the Redcliffe Jetty, the brand new Redcliffe Jetty. The Redcliffe shopping strip. Not often can one get a parking spot so easily. 5:45 in the morning, 5:30, 5:45 in the morning.
I'm on the Cooper deck now.
On the Cooper deck, yes.
People there.
Yeah, there's people, there's still stragglers. Everybody's happy, everybody waving. Had a good night. A lot of people are going to sleep the day away. But they've made the most of it.
I'm not going to sleep the day away. No chance. A couple of hours, isn't it?
Even the water looks happy, doesn't it? It's very vibrant, it's rolling, it's hitting the wall here and then rolling back, and it's really very lovely.
I've got the 3 boats now. All in
Yes, yes.
one frame.
Well, there's 4 boats there. They just keep popping up.
Where's the other one?
Yeah, right up front here. Oh, and yeah, that's, yep, 4. But anyhow, they're just shining up from the sun shining. They're all container vessels. You see the big container part on them. And that's just this end of Moreton Island. And of course, over the top of them is Stradbroke, and then right the way around, and it goes right round to Bribie Island.
And I'm heading to the jetty.
People pulling up, more people pulling up. They're taking photos at the jetty, and here it is. We're very proud of it, this jetty. It's people claim, or our council people claim, it's the best jetty in the whole of Australia. We can say that, but it's got what we want now. It's got the facility there for, well, there are whale watching boats and boats of fair sizes to come in there, load, unload, and away they go. It is. Well, I'm a fisherman, but if it was up to me, I'd ban fishermen going on there. They're smelly old fish. But one thing that I do object to is cast net fishermen that throw their cast nets over the side, drag in, and all this salty offal, and over the side they come and leave it on the jetty. I got a bit of a thing about that. Well, the front light's just turned off.
G'day, look who's here.
G'day, mate. Hey, there's a good-looking bloke. Hey.
Can you tell me what you're doing out here this morning?
I thought the world was all going to be different. It all seems the same to me.
Yes, it does, Cliff. Yeah. We photographed the sunrise from the Queens Beach boat ramp up there. So there we go. We've done what Mark set out to do. And what a lovely surprise. Cliffy, my doctor that virtually saved my life and just looks after me so closely, just a lovely fellow. Cliff Pollard, a lovely fellow. Now there it is, he's practicing what he preaches. He's walking along there, not too briskly, but anyhow, he knows what you've got to do to be fit. But there it is, the dawning of the new millennium. May it hold